Hello, I'm Peter Roberts. I am a former pupil of St Wilfrid's primary school in Standish, and this is the spotlight session. So I was a pupil of St Wilfrid's from 1985 to 1991, so quite a long time ago. And I had a great time at the school. I have some really excellent memories of being at the school. My favourites include trip to the Isle of Man, which was our equivalent of PGL, making some absolutely excellent friends for life. But I think my favourite memory was the rumour that the head teacher at the time kept a slipper in her office just in case you'd really been that far out of line that you needed some slipper treatment. So I mean, I don't know if there are rumours about what Mr. Collathan's got in his office or not, but who knows. Where did I go after St Wilfrid's? I went to the Deanery High School in Wigan, and I stayed there, and I carried on to the Deanery Sixth Form College, and I did my A-levels. And then from A-levels at the Deanery, I went to the University of Huddersfield, and I studied for a degree in podiatry, and I became a podiatrist, which I'll tell you about in a second. And then after I'd done my degree, I worked in the NHS, and I went back to the University of Huddersfield to study for a master's degree in podiatry. And then after that, I went back to the University of Huddersfield to study for a PhD, a doctorate in podiatry. So that meant I'm Dr. Roberts. So that's where I went after St Wilfrid's. And I'll talk in a bit about how St Wilfrid set me up for that. But what my current job now is, I am a podiatrist by background, so I look after people's legs and feet. Someone comes to me and my colleagues in podiatry with a problem with their foot or the leg, they're in pain, they can't walk properly, and we have the skills and knowledge to be able to assess, diagnose and manage that foot or leg problem. So they come to us in pain and they leave in less pain. So we do things like we'll make orthotics to go in people's shoes. You know, for example, if they're flat-footed, they've got things like plantar fasciitis or Sever's disease you might have heard of. So things like that. We also, sorry for the gruesome pictures, but we also stop people's feet turning out like this, which if you've got someone who's got diabetes and poor sensation, that's what we deal with. I've actually gone a bit further away from just being a podiatrist, and now I teach podiatry at yes, you've guessed it, the University of Huddersfield. So like all the teachers sat around the room with you now, I love teaching. I really enjoy it when a student gets something, they get an idea and they're enthusiastic and they're passionate about wanting to learn more. So one of my favourite things about my job is working in this fantastic building. So this is the Daphne Steele building at the University of Huddersfield, and this is where we treat patients, we look after patients' feet, and I teach podiatry students as part of a team all about patients' feet and looking after foot and the lower limb. Fantastic podiatry students here. So Manzi, can you tell the pupils at St Wilfrid's Primary Academy Standish how many bones there are in that foot?
There's 26 bones.
Excellent, Manzi. Thank you very, very much. How did St Wilfrid's prepare me for the future? I think probably because it's a church school, there was always an ethos of looking after each other, doing the right thing, being brave to do the right thing, and I think that helped me a lot. And certainly the opportunities we got for being independent, going the trips away and so on, definitely helped, because whatever line of work you go into, whether it's healthcare or business or anything really, you have to be able to think for yourselves and think what is the right thing to do now. And I think that's one thing that St Wilfrid's definitely did help with. What is my advice to the current children of St Wilfrid's Primary Academy? I think quite a bit of advice really. I'd say don't worry is the biggest thing. There are a lot of things to think you might need to worry about. Pen licenses, SATs, they're things that, fine, work hard, do your best, but don't worry about them. Worry about the things that really matter. Being kind to other people, looking after your friends, and knowing that everybody's different. We're not all going to have the same stuff. We're not all going to be from the same background. We're not all going to find the same things funny. Be kind, look after each other, and yeah, you'll make and keep friends for life. So yeah, enjoy it as well. Just enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all my studying since. I've enjoyed my time with my friends even more. So yeah, good luck. Keep going. Say hi to my old school.